Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy Predict Pulse. Make sure to check out the link in the description. Sign up using your boy's code. You get yourself 5 free bucks credited to your account after you make a bet. So just let me know. We've got a first round of the English Championship League. I'm gonna say it right off the bat. We have very limited knowledge to go off by. We only have the friendlies. We kind of only have the rosters and expectations that we have from these teams. Of course, this being the first game of the season, we don't, there's only so much you can predict. You never know how things are going to turn out. You only have the friendlies to go off by, and that's not really a good metric. So here we go. We've got Cardiff versus Sunderland. Now, based on, of course, the lineup that we know that Cardiff have and Sunderland have, and the friendlies that they recently had, I'm going to kind of take Cardiff here. Even though Sunderland are favoured on odds, Cardiff with 2.8, Sunderland with 2.4, 3.3 on the draw. I believe that Cardiff will take this. Of course, this is extreme volatility. Um, it's the first game of the season, as I said, but I am going to take Cardiff here. However, on my parlay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place Cardiff or draw. That's what I'm going to do to take less risk, but it's still risky. And then we're going to move on to Hull versus Bristol. Here on this one, Hull with two odds, 3.4 on the draw, Bristol with 3.7. Um, I think Hull take this. Just they've had horrible club friendlies results, and Bristol had good friendly results. However, I believe that Hull started the season playing at home. They'll kind of switch it on and take this game. So again, I will be adding Hull or draw to the parlay. And then we have Leeds versus Portsmouth. Now, we full expect Leeds to win this with 1.3 odds. 4 on the draw. Portsmouth with 7 odds. Portsmouth just, of course, coming up from coming up to the championship this season. Um, Leeds are going to be kicking themselves for not going up to the Premier. But yeah, you can take Leeds full win, but I will be playing it safe. It's the first game of the season. I just don't know, so I will be putting Leeds or draw onto the parlay. Following that, we have Middlesbrough versus Swansea. Now, Middlesbrough should take this. They have 1.8 odds, 3.7 on the draw. Swansea with 4.2. Middlesbrough, they've had a really good friendly last couple of games. Swansea also not too bad, but Middlesbrough at home with a squad that they should take this. I feel pretty confident on Middlesbrough. I'll be taking Middlesbrough or draw. Moving on to the next, Millwall versus Watford is a complicated one. Millwall is actually favoured with 2.2, 3.1 on the draw. Watford with 3.2, but I will be taking Watford on this game, even though they're playing out. Watford last season managed a way to really scrape out some results against high tier opponents. So I kind of fancy Watford on this one. I believe this game will probably end up in a draw, so I will be taking Watford or draw. Moving on from that, we have Oxford versus Norwich. I will be taking Norwich. Um, Oxford with 2.8, draw with 3.2, Norwich with 2.2. I will be going Norwich. I like Norwich, and even though they've had horrible friendlies, so have Oxford really, and I just I just expect Norwich to do something good this season, and I hope they can start off well. And of course, the metrics that we have to go off by isn't a lot. So moving on, QPR versus West Brom again. QPR are actually favored on this game, 2.6. West Brom with 2.7 and a draw with 3.3. But I actually fancy West Brom. I liked West Brom last season, another team that really grinded out results, a team that didn't give up regardless of the first half score. Um, QPR, usually a good team at home, but I will be taking West Brom to the parlay. And then last but not least, here is the here is my bet. Um, this is what I'm going to be taking. But we have one last game that I was forgetting about. Of course, Stoke versus Coventry. I will be taking, as you can see on the parlay, Coventry, even though they're the non-favorites on this game. Stoke with 2.2, 3.5 on the draw. Coventry with 3. Um, I do like Coventry as a team. I liked them last season. I liked how they had such good games, surprising, taking Man United to almost beating Man United, and to be honest, should have beaten Man United for um, the FA Cup. Um, so yeah, I'm going to be taking Coventry here, even though Stoke are favorites and could probably win. This is my parlay, as you see. I went or draw on every single game, and we're just gonna have to see, for the first couple of games, first couple of rounds, how these teams are playing before we can actually make a bet with like informed knowledge on how they're playing this season. But this is how we're gonna shoot it at first, and we're gonna see what we get from it. Thank you guys. Peace.